It's week 3 of my low beta Theta wheel options trading strategy series. This week we're going to be selling covered calls on Alcoa Aluminum and Cleveland-Cliffs, selling cash secured puts on TLRY and Workhorse, checking on our position in Microvast, and we're going to be collecting premium totaling a return on our cash input of 2.4% this week. Hey everybody, Walrus here from Walrus Street. Just a reminder, I am not a financial professional. All information in this video is for entertainment purposes only. Well, I did it! I made it to week 3 before I done goofed. I made a really big mistake in this series, and you know what? I didn't even realize it until today. It's Tuesday night right now in Korea. I'm recording the intro and conclusion for my video. I recorded my trades yesterday, and I was looking back over everything that I did, and I realized I made a mistake. So, let me set the story, let me lay the stage, let me explain what's going on here. I had already been assigned Alcoa Aluminum. On Friday, my Cleveland-Cliffs position got assigned. Last week, I sold cover calls on Alcoa Aluminum with a strike of $48, and Alcoa Aluminum closed just a hair under $48, so I didn't get called away on Friday. I think it closed somewhere around $47.90. Cleveland-Cliffs also closed just a hair under 23, somewhere around like $22.60. Now, what happened on Friday night? The infrastructure bill was approved, so Monday morning there was a spike in Alcoa and Cleveland-Cliffs, and I took advantage of this spike to sell covered calls on my assigned positions that were further up and collect higher premium. But I realize now that I'm thinking about it, I should have just sold the shares that I was assigned on Alcoa and Cleveland-Cliffs and closed out of my positions and then started the wheel all over again. I did that thing, you know, that thing where humans just get locked into doing the same task the same way again and again and again. And you don't even think about other options. You're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You always put the jelly on the peanut butter and then put the second piece of bread on. And then somebody tells you, hey, why don't you put the jelly on the second piece of bread and then put them together? That way the jelly soaks into the bread and you don't have a smeary mess when you put your peanut butter together. You know, that makes sense. And I just didn't think of breaking the wheel and selling my position. So what happened on Monday morning? Alcoa shot up above $50 a share and my assignment price was $48 a share. Cleveland-Cliffs shot up well above 23 and my assignment price was 23. I could have just closed out of both of them at a gain on Monday and then started with a full cash position in my account and started wheeling again on different positions. But no, I was putting my jelly on the peanut butter directly and I just kept going with the Theta wheel and I sold covered calls. Now, I can't complain too much because my premium was really good this week. My percent is as high as it's ever been. It's a good thing. My account growth is great. You'll see it at the end of the video. But, you know, it just goes to show that you really can't get locked into these things. You really need to think about all options, and I did make a mistake there, and I am admitting that completely. Thankfully, it's not a killer mistake. I'm happy holding the shares and selling covered calls until they do get called away, so live and learn. One other small adjustment you're going to see in the video today as I'm showing you my trades. I stopped just accepting the limit price on Webull because I was going back and rewatching my video last week, and I noticed that the midpoint for the options trade on Webull is different from the limit price that they're suggesting to me. So I tweaked my limit price, bumped it up a little bit, and got closer to the midpoint, and this ended up giving me a little better return on the premium, and I think that's one of the reasons that my percent is so much higher this week than it has been previously. Let's take a look at my sheet and then get into the trades. So a lot of these are familiar tickers. You guys know I like wheeling stocks that I'm familiar with. A couple of new additions though. I have not done any pot stocks yet, and I did include TLRY this week, specifically because the Republicans are pushing for federal legalization of marijuana. The Democrats have been pushing for that, so if the two parties join together, I think it's much more likely for marijuana to get legalized at a federal level. So this does bode well for the pot stocks, and they've been in a downtrend for a really long time as a whole, so I think I could start taking advantage of the high premiums on some of these pot stocks and start incorporating them into my wheel. I added in Magnite this week because it did drop off pretty hard, and right before market open on Monday, the trade desk reported some killer earnings, and I figured this bodes well for Magnite going forward. I do have POW, Ammo Incorporated, bolded here, but when I went and looked at the trades, I didn't like any of the deltas. Actually, everything looked like crap. I was going to play this, and I ended up deciding against it. This ended up leaving me with about $500 cash in my account that I didn't do anything with. It's just kind of sitting idly, and that's not exactly an efficient use of my money, but, you know, I didn't want to force anything this week either. Let's take a look at the trades. So you could see the cash position in my portfolio right now is $2,367.43.
TLRY. I did see some assignments so far, but my assignments are all in a really good position. So let's start out selling some covered calls here. Let's go out to Cleveland Cliffs first. Now for Cleveland Cliffs, if you remember, I was assigned at $23 a share. So anything I do on the covered calls right now, I'm going to have appreciation. So let's go over to the options and we're going to go out 5 days. We're going to go ahead and check the delta. So I am seeing a 30 delta right here. 30 delta is at 24.5. So we're going to go ahead and sell some 2450 calls. Check the expiration. Everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and sell the limit. Mid price is 46. I think I could grab another one out of this. So let's go ahead and try this out. And the option order filled. So I'm glad that I bumped that up to 46 once I saw the mid price. Next up, let's go out to Alcoa Aluminum. This is the other one. And if you remember, I got assigned at $48 a share on Alcoa and we're up to 50. So I have $200 of appreciation in this position. So we're going to go out to 4 days. We're going to take a look at the calls. Check the delta. We've got a 31 right here at 51.5. That looks really good to me. So let's go over here and we're going to sell these calls next. The mid price is 105 and that's way above what it's giving me here for the limit. 106. Let's go ahead and try bumping this up to 106 to grab a couple extra bucks out of this. Option order filled. Fantastic. This is really, really great. I'm on a roll so far today. Let's go to Workhorse. Now, Workhorse options. We're going to be selling some puts here. Let's check the delta. Now, I really don't like this delta setup. We've got 40 delta at 650 after a 2.6% rise today, and then we've got a 17 delta at 6. I think I really should responsibly go for the 17 delta. I know it's less premium, but after a 2.6, now it's 2.7, 2.9% rise. I mean, this is very, very volatile right now, and I really think that I should responsibly end up doing this one. So mid price is 24, so let's bump this limit up to 24 and we're going to confirm the sale. See if we could get a fill here. Workhorse just filled at 24. All right, let's go to TLRY. Go to options. Scroll over, take a look at it. We have a 35 and we have a 22. 35 is at 1050. We've had a 2.9% rise today, but the $10 is really a low premium. I'm thinking we should probably play this 1050. The stock price is bouncing right along the level there. Yeah, we're going to do the 35 delta and we're going to go for the 1050s and we're going to sell the puts here. Next, mid price is 26. Let's see if we can get a 26 out of this. Come on, give me a fill, give me a fill, give me a fill, give me a fill. This is my first time selling a pot stock. Yeah, there we go. We got a fill on TLRY.
Well, there you have it. Pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at the recap on the Google Sheet. I did update some of the stuff on the sheet, and the link is going to be below the video if you do want to check this out. And also my stock selector link is going to be below the video. I went back and I recalculated some stuff for the previous weeks. Mostly I was spreading Microvast out because this was a 20-day to expiration trade when I bought it. I ended up adjusting the collateral and adjusting the premium over the course of the weeks of that trade. So next week is going to be my final week with that position there. You can see also, I added in time-adjusted collateral, time-adjusted premium columns, and I tried to make this a little bit better. I also added in assignment cost instead of collateral because once I'm assigned a position, it's not really collateral. And the assignment price is what's more important than just quoting the actual stock price because the assignment price dictates where I can sell my covered calls. So this week, I had the open trade on Microvast. I have Alcoa, Cleveland Cliffs, Workhorse, and TLRY. The strike for the Alcoa was 51.50, and I was so blessed to get that strike and the high premium because of the spike in the stock price. Same thing with Cleveland Cliffs at 24.50. If we go to the week 3 summary, you can see with my collateral and my assigned shares, I had a total cash value of $8,925 put up this week. My total premium collected this week was $214.50, which is my highest total yet. And my return on cash was 2.40%. And I'm saying cash, that's a combination of my collateral plus my assigned shares. If we look at some of the other summaries for the account, starting cash in the account account again was 9,000. Starting week 3 cash was 2,367. My week 3 holdings, this is an approximation of the share appreciation on Monday morning. I also had some account deposits this week. This isn't from me. This is actually from you guys. I had 2 more people sign up for my Webull account. I got 2 shares of MET, M-E-T. I sold them off both because I'm more interested in just the cash so I can run this Theta Wheel series. My total premium in the series is $518.50 so far. If you combine everything up here, including the deposits that I got from you guys, my total account growth is 9.59% in just 3 weeks, which is pretty astounding. And if I take out that deposit, because I know that's kind of artificial and it inflates the wheel, my actual account growth just from the Theta strategies is 8.16%. I couldn't be happier with this. 8.16% growth in 3 weeks. Now, I know that we are in a bull market right now, and I know that there's some people that are probably saying, well, you could just buy a broad market ETF and get the same return. Well, first off, I can't get an 8% return in 3 weeks. Secondly, the purpose of running a Theta Wheel is that you're mitigating your risk. And, you know, I don't know what could have happened over the last 3 weeks, but I do know that with the Theta Wheel, I'm more in control. I'm capping my upside, but I'm also putting some safety on my downside by choosing good non-correlated stocks. That's the whole point of the low beta score on this non-correlated Theta Wheel that I'm running. Anyway, there you guys go. I hope you did enjoy the video. I had a lot of people request that I tweet out the sheets on Monday morning, even if I couldn't get the video uploaded because of editing time, and I did that. So if you guys are not following me yet on Twitter, please follow me at the Walrus Street. I will be tweeting out my sheets on Monday morning, and I'll continue to upload these videos on Tuesday morning. I'll keep this schedule going. As always, if you want to support the channel, please check out my Webull referral link below the video. If you sign up for an account, deposit $100, you get a free stock, I get a free stock. Everybody wins, and then I can immediately sell that stock and use it as deposits for my Theta Wheel strategy and increase the cash in the account so I could sell more puts. So please, please, please use my referral link. I love it. Thanks, guys. Also, if you enjoyed the video today, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to be alerted to all my content as soon as it goes live. Make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. Stay safe. Good luck investing, and I'll see you next time.